Randonautica is an app that leverages a random number generator combined with location settings to provide users with randomized coordinates to explore in their local area. Launched in February 2020, it quickly rose to popularity, especially during the global COVID-19 lockdowns, when many were confined to their homes and seeking new, novel experiences. The app allows users to set an intention, such as wanting to explore something spooky or mysterious, and in return, it provides a destination within a user-defined radius. These random destinations often lead users to unfamiliar places, sometimes in the middle of nature, deserted streets, or even odd urban spots. What sets Randonautica apart from typical geolocation apps is its strange and unpredictable results, often pushing users to areas they wouldn't normally visit, which can have unsettling outcomes. Many users began sharing their explorations online, frequently documenting bizarre or creepy discoveries, leading the app to become a viral phenomenon. Some have found abandoned objects, unmarked paths, or even crime scenes, sparking intrigue, fear, and debate about the safety and randomness of these locations. As the app grew in popularity, these stories began to circulate widely, with users posting their experiences on platforms like TikTok and YouTube. The narrative of the app quickly shifted from a fun exploration tool to something much darker, as more people reported disturbing finds during their Randonautica adventures. In August 2020, a user named David and his friend decided to use Randonautica out of boredom. They generated 4 anomalies, specific locations marked by the app, but the first 3 were in inaccessible or private areas, such as someone's backyard. Anomalies, according to the app, are places where the random points cluster unusually, either as attractors or voids, dense or sparse points of interest, respectively. However, the 4th location appeared promising, and the 2 decided to explore it. As they navigated the area, they came across a small path that led them deeper into a somewhat isolated area. The app indicated that their anomaly had a radius of about 470 meters, so they prepared to search the area. After a short walk, they stumbled upon a bizarre discovery: a note impaled on a stick. The front of the note read, "Write down your cell phone number." Upon opening it, they found a stranger message offering to give them a cell phone number or email in exchange for their address, though what it referred to remained unclear. The situation took a creepier turn when David noticed a line of bras hanging from a fallen tree branch nearby, creating a bizarre and unsettling scene. Further investigation revealed 2 packs of condoms and a pot that appeared to have been used for a fire, all contributing to an eerie atmosphere. Although David's friend was unnerved, David decided to write his number on the note and put it back on the stick. When they returned the following day, the note was gone, and a few days later David received a text from an unknown number simply saying hi. When he responded, asking who it was, the number sent him his home address, leading David to block the contact immediately. Despite these ominous events, the mystery of who left the note and their intentions remains unsolved. Another chilling Randonautica story comes from a TikTok user named Taylor Vasquez. After seeing the app's popularity online, she decided to try it herself, generating a location not far from her house. The coordinates led her to an abandoned creek, a seemingly innocuous spot. At first, nothing seemed particularly out of the ordinary as she explored the area, but soon she discovered a series of strange, childlike drawings scattered across the ground. One of the drawings was particularly creepy, a roughly sketched figure that appeared unnatural and eerie. Other drawings depicted a snowman with a distorted face and a message reading, "It's your birthday," which only added to the unsettling nature of the find. As Taylor continued to examine these drawings, she suddenly heard a faint, disturbing voice saying, "Play with me." It sounded like the voice of a young child, which caught her off guard and frightened her, prompting her to leave the area. Despite the unnerving experience, Taylor returned to the creek on another day and found even more disturbing drawings, including a sigil of Baphomet, a symbol often associated with occult practices. While she was distracted by these new discoveries, the voice of the child could be heard again, though faint and distant. This time, viewers of her TikTok pointed out what appeared to be the face of a child peeking from behind a tree in the background of her video, which only deepened the unsettling mystery. On her final visit, Taylor found a makeshift Ouija board crafted out of cardboard, as well as a large knife lying next to it, which convinced her never to return to the creek. While some viewers speculated that Taylor may have staged the entire series of events, others found the decaying paper and eerie child's face too convincing, leaving the truth of her Randonautica experience up to debate. Another Randonautica adventure comes from a user named Davey S, who, along with her friends, set out on a late-night exploration after watching a disturbing Randonautica story on TikTok. Intrigued by the potential to find something spooky, Davey and her friends, Misa, Ash and Beck, decided to use the app to generate coordinates. After setting a 29-kilometer radius and choosing the word spooky as their intention, the app directed them to a location not far from Davey's home, near Lookout Mountain in rural Alabama. Their destination was a long, dark road, surrounded by dense woods with no streetlights and very few houses. As they drove down this road at around 1 a.m., Davey's friends, who had initially been excited, grew quiet and anxious. They eventually arrived at the coordinates, which led to a dark trail into the woods, barely visible in the night. Though they were too scared to leave the car, Davey noticed a figure in her rearview mirror, what appeared to be a hooded man standing near the trail. She quickly sped away without telling her friends what she had seen. The next day, feeling braver in the daylight, Davey and Misa returned to the trail. This time, they walked up the path, noticing how it led uphill to a clearing littered with trash and old mattresses, all oddly made up like beds, complete with pillows and blankets. As they explored the area, Misa spotted a red cooler in a ditch nearby. Curiosity got the better of them, and they opened the cooler, only to be hit with a horrific stench. Inside, they found wet, matted hair and swarming maggots. Terrified, the two fled the scene. On their way out, they once again passed the trail and saw the same hooded figure in the woods, reinforcing their decision to never return to that place.